Hi, welcome everyone. It's the Treva and Kevin Show, the best show on the planet.
You know, every time when we get to meet, it is so much fun in this studio audience. We've got a great camera crew. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. You have to be here. Well, today's show, Kevin, all about Get Inspired. We're on the go. And speaking of on the go, we'd like to shine the light on Convenient Shopper magazine. This is a magazine that my husband and we started 10 years ago. We're celebrating an anniversary.
That's something.
And Kevin, your law firm has supported us for 10 wonderful years.
You know, when I stop and think about how you and I ever came to know each other, and you know, it was Christ, one of those providential moments. You started the magazine and you and I had a conversation on the street. I was always going and you said, wait just a minute.
On the go.
And we had that and had a prayer, and our lives have really never been the same since.
They've never been the same.
And you have to admit it. When the Convenient Shopper, after that, did it absolutely explode? Tell the viewing audience.
Yes, it did, because we said at that point we were going to put God first in front of everything. That's right. And he changed it all around for us. Well, speaking of changing on the go, I have two very special people here today. And tell everyone who you are.
My name is Jerrika Gonzalez, and I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee.
Okay.
My name is Lovely Morgan. I'm not a native, but this is home.
Okay. Well, these two women are now a part of the Convenient Shopper magazine family. Jerrika is our director of sales for the Clarksville area, and Lovely is the director of sales for the Memphis market. So again, welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
That made me want to sing.
Oh boy.
Come on, a little Elvis. Love me tender, love me. Can you go on with it, Lovely? She'll be over there, be selling all those things.
Okay.
All day long.
Well, she's going to be great. Well, Jerrika, talk about Convenient Shopper magazine. How long have you known about this magazine? Tell everyone, how did you come to know Convenient Shopper magazine?
Well, I came to know Convenient Shopper because I met Treva one day doing another sales. And I think it was God. God was the one who introduced us, and always had that little thorn in my heart that I needed to go back with Miss Treva again, and we finally did. And I'm glad to be here.
Okay, wonderful. And Lovely, you are getting ready to do the same magazine for Convenient Shopper, take it to Memphis. Tell us a little bit about that market.
Well, it is an up-and-coming market. It's booming, you know. Right after real estate starts booming, what else starts booming, Kevin?
Everything. Real estate is the key.
That's right.
I mean, when you're selling houses, you can count on you're going to sell cars, you're going to sell furniture, you're going to sell household goods, you name it. And then when they sell houses, the lawyers get work. It is booming. Then people want to advertise more and more. The leaders in the business community knows that advertising pays, it really doesn't cost.
Absolutely.
It does. It goes far beyond what the dollar price is. And you know, it's just time. It's 10-year anniversary coming up.
It's a great celebration.
And it's time to just expand and go into bigger markets and grow the Convenient Shopper brand.
Okay, now Kevin, as an advertiser, his law firm, they faithfully have advertised and supported our magazine. What does Convenient Shopper magazine mean to you?
Well, I'll tell you, the Convenient Shopper magazine, it reaches its own unique audience. And so, you know, when we went through all those political campaigns sometime back, I said, okay, how do we reach this audience? And everybody everywhere said, well, you've got to talk to Treva, because her magazine reaches a group no one else can reach. And so all your readers, they are faithful. You know, they get that each and every time it comes out. So it's exciting. It expands our horizons. And so there's no doubt that, you know, of course, I've been in all kinds of advertising over my career, but we've been committed, still commit, and we believe it's a great value, and we believe that every business person should look at it hard. Because, you know, if you're in the same market and the market squeezes down, we got to do a little something different. How about doing some creative thinking in marketing?
Absolutely. So, Jerrika, what kind of specials do you think Convenient Shopper will be offering to the Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville area?
Well, we definitely wanted to add the multicultural that we are growing in this community. So I want to do a bilingual section right in the middle of it, call it Convenient Shopper in Spanish. So it will be comprador oportuno.
Pretty good. How you say Treva?
there.
I knew that she'd get
Oh,
that.
I love
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
So that's some great news for Convenient
Yes.
Shopper magazine. And Lovely, you are also not only a director for the Memphis area, but you have advertised time and time again. Tell everyone what the magazine means to you.
Well, it's more of a personal relationship that I have with Convenient Shopper outside of being a marketing director for the Memphis area. But I became a fan of the Convenient Shopper magazine at about 1:30 in the morning.
Okay.
I drove in from Fort Lewis, Washington.
Okay.
Wow.
5-day trip, exhausted, Ramada Inn, me and my family, and the first publication that I saw was the Convenient Shopper. And everything that I needed to set roots here in Clarksville came through that book. I found my doctor's
Yes,
office,
it is
my
true.
dentist, yeah.
Your attorney?
My attorney.
Yeah, go on and
we
tell
do-
it one time. Now I'm ashamed for her to tell it, but go ahead.
But
Say-
my, the church that I'm now involved with,
Yes.
everything that I needed, as well as starting to advertise my business,
Yes.
everything that I needed to set roots came through the Convenient Shopper, as well as my personal and professional
Yes.
relationship with Kevin.
Yes.
Love you.
Oh, my
changed all our
goodness.
lives. It
It
reached
did.
out and touched lots of people over the holidays. You're going to celebrate.
Yes.
And it's going to celebrate. And wow, 10 years.
10 years. It's
Man.
a milestone.
But now
Yeah.
go ahead. Everybody wants to hear about the entrepreneurs' challenges in 10 years. Did you get hit with a left? Did you get hit with a right many times?
I did, and it was times that I felt discouraged. It was times that I wanted to give in, to give
Yes.
up. But every time I wanted to give in or give up, God sent someone by, whether it was Lovely Morgan, whether
Tell
it
it.
was Jerrika, whether it was Mr. Kevin C. Kennedy.
Yeah.
There were so many that held my arms up, because anytime you do a work for God, the enemy will fight you. He is not happy about the next level. And so I am thankful, because this last go round, these two women here, Mr. Kennedy, I am thankful for them holding my arms up, because I began to get a little weary with so many projects, and I have to find someone to help
You're so
me.
good.
And they're here today because
The
God
team.
has got the team. God has led them here.
It's time.
It is time. And I want to share, Mr. Kennedy, when God gave me this magazine, it was after my illness in 2004. And I promised the Lord that I would just serve him. And he gave me this publication.
Amen.
And we did it from the jump. My husband, we jumped right in. And I'm just thankful for the years that we've been able to do this business.
One of those times you were facing several crises over the years that you and I have been with
Oh,
together.
my goodness.
And that statement came out, often duplicated. No, often imitated, but it was never duplicated.
That's right.
Meaning, everybody has these unique gifts.
Yes.
And, they say the greatest form of flattery is for somebody to copy you.
Mm-hmm.
But the Convenient Shopper, it stood the test of time. It was
Yes.
covered, committed, and covered by
And
you.
I want to thank God for Christian Friends, because it was a time, maybe in 2007 or 2008, and there was a particular person, and they made a comment that just really, it pierced my heart. And I walked into the Kennedy Law Firm with tears in my eyes, and I said, a great confidant has said that they are going to put me out of business
Come on.
in 2007. And it was such a strong attack. Mr. Kennedy said, no, we're going to pray about it.
Amen.
We're going to believe God, and we'll never mention this again. So I never mentioned it anymore. We prayed about it, and to this day, I'm still in business.
Yes.
So I want to thank God for victory. That person
Yes.
is no longer in business.
Yeah.
But Convenient Shopper is here to stay.
Yeah, well, that's
and,
great.
And only because of God.
And all the people that are listening to us today,
Mm-hmm.
they're starting, or they may have that crisis moment,
That's right.
the
Come on.
crossroads.
Yes.
And you wonder, can I keep on going?
Yes.
Well, you're a living testimony
Thank you.
that you can. So we celebrate with you today, that
Yes.
10-year mark. And, really, when we have a successful business, and the Kennedy Law Firm represents lots and lots of businesses, but we celebrate with each one of them, because actually we don't have jealousy. We get stronger because
Yes.
our business associates
Yes.
are stronger.
And we're looking to do a celebration of our 10-year anniversary,
Yes.
Jerrika and Lovely.
Yes, we're looking to
And
put
Mr.
on-
Kennedy, we'll
Come
get
on.
in on it.
I'll
Okay.
bring the chicken.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
Okay. And so we're just excited about it. Are you ladies excited about the
We are
opportunity?
excited. Yes, we are.
You want
Yes,
to
we
build
are.
up the market in the area.
Definitely.
Okay.
And like I said, it's the 10-year anniversary of the Convenient Shopper.
10
And what we want to
years.
do is we just want to say thank you to
Yes.
all of those that have supported throughout the years. We want to
Yes.
make sure that we get the word out about their business, their craft, because this is now a community beacon.
Yeah.
Clarksville is known for convenience shopper now. Now we just want to take that brand and we just want to grow it so that
Well
way we
said.
can help other markets.
And
Well
also
said.
special thanks to Mika Jones in Atlanta. We have a Convenience Shopper magazine Atlanta, so it's growing.
Come on.
3 different cities, places, locations. I want to thank these people. We're being on the go. Jerrika, lovely. We'll be right back with Jamie
tuned.
Lynn right here on the Treva and Kevin Show. Thank you, ladies.
God bless y'all. Bye.
They see your life, its moments, its triumphs, its challenges, and its memories. They are the portals of life, the silent guardians of our hopes, our struggle, and our dreams. They are your windows. Treat them well. Treat them with Made in the Shade. Blinds, shades, shutters, draperies, and more. Call Made in the Shade today at 378-5157 or visit us on the web at ClarksvilleBlinds.com.
The Magnificent Men book signing is coming May 31st to the Wilma Rudolph Event Center in Clarksville, Tennessee.
It's going to be an exciting time where lots of these outstanding men's story will be sharing.
That's right. Men from West Morgan, Marvin Winans Jr., Joshua Rogers, Dr. Kevin C. Kennedy.
Come on out.
And
Be
so
with
many.
us.
Come on out May 31st at the Wilma Rudolph Event Center. Don't you miss it.
We'll look forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Kennedy with the Kennedy Law Firm. You know, it's been said that strong people stand up for themselves and stronger stand up for others. Well, that's the philosophy at the Kennedy Law Firm. We take it as a great privilege and honor to stand beside you and to stand up for you. So in your time of need, call the Kennedy Law Firm. That's area code 931-645-9900. We're committed to helping people.
We're back, Kevin.
Yeah, and it's been an absolutely hilarious time with these ladies before the cameras even started rolling today.
Yes, well, today's show is on the go, and I have some special friends who are here with us today because we are about, the Treva and Kevin Show is moving to a new level, and I say new level and new
Whoa.
heights.
Come on.
It is the truth. I would like to introduce Jamie Lynn.
Hello.
And Lovely Morgan again.
I'm back.
Yes.
Well, we are preparing for a skydiving adventure.
Boy,
Yes,
can
we
you
are.
believe it, girls?
What
I
were
don't
we
know. We're going to have to
thinking?
check their pulse and everything. You know, I've told y'all the last time the Bible verse that came to me was, "And lo, I'll be with you always."
That's right.
And y'all are all planning on the skydive. What made you decide to go for the jump?
We are leading ladies, and we're part of a wonderful organization, and we're doing some great things. But we are inspiring not only women, we're inspiring people to face their fears. You know,
Yes.
this year I plan on doing a speaking tour where I'll be going to various cities speaking about facing your fears. I will be in Alabama in June. They invited me back, and I want to tell people about how to overcome that because God doesn't want us to be afraid. Now we're going. Why are you taking this skydive?
You know, well, 2015 is a year renewal, and it's just time to just do it. Just do
Come
what
on.
scares you the most, right? And if you can do this, then there's nothing else you can't accomplish.
Are you a
That's
little
what it's
nervous?
about. Oh, definitely.
yes, I am too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm much better because I went to Kevin Kennedy Law Firm and I got my will and
She's
my,
all
my
set up
trust
and
in
everything.
place. I did.
Yeah, you ought to do
Oh,
it,
I'm
Jane.
set.
No,
I'm set.
that's not my mindset.
I
My
know,
mindset
mine
is I'm doing it.
Okay.
And of
yeah.
course, Kevin would like for you to come to us because that costs. How much does it cost?
Oh,
to
it's a
get that?
bargain. It's a bargain. Y'all stay tuned
bargain.
because after this skydiving trip, you're going to see a new show. It's called The Kevin Show. They said, "What happened to Treva?"
God has too much for Treva and I to do for anything to happen on this trip.
I
God's
know.
got
It's-
us. Angels are
covering you.
Yeah,
I do believe
yes.
it. I do believe it.
Jamie, talk about why are you making this mission? Why?
Well, it's something I've always wanted to do. I love adventure, and this is something that when the opportunity arose, I'm like, yes, I want to do it. So that's why I'm doing it. It's on my bucket list.
Yes. So, any words of encouragement, Kevin, to this
Absolutely.
crew that is planning to
Absolutely.
take that skydive?
We walk by faith and
Yes.
not by sight.
That's right.
And we walk in faith and not in fear. Every man has seen a day that he was gripped with fear. But we know the author and the finisher of our faith is a person of courage.
Yes.
And he'll give you courage to overtake. So, you know, I salute you. And I love to see strong women. I didn't necessarily like strong women around me all the time till I really need them. But when you need them, you really need a strong woman that will stand up.
I agree with that. And you know, if you go to Kevin's law firm, you're going to see that on every wall there's a different distinction of a characteristic of a leader. And one of them is one of courage.
Yes.
And in order to build character, you have to apply action.
Amen.
And this is what
I
this
love
trip
that.
is all
I
about.
love that. You know, on one of the pictures in there at the office, I remember it says courage, action drives out fear.
Yes.
So you're going to have to move towards it, and you just say, you know, greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world.
Right.
And you know, you're going to have to put my picture like right under, like
Come on
above
now.
that.
There you go. I can see it now.
like
One
it.
more wall.
Yes.
But you know,
Jane.
also, I think facing your fears. You can do things, and you can have fear because it's a feeling that God has given us, but do it in fear, and that's when you can conquer the fear. It's when you
Absolutely.
do
Right.
it in fear and just don't let it overtake you. That's when it
Absolutely.
becomes negative.
And I remember years ago when I was in the military, the U.S. Army, they did send me to jump school, but because of the fear, because of so much fear, I failed to do it. And I felt at that time, not only did I let myself down, but the people who were dependent upon me to also, and I chickened out at the last moment, but my roommates, they went ahead and they did it. So I dedicate this, you know, in 2014, I went through a lot of things. And so in 2015, I am facing those fears. I'm not letting the things of the past hold me back.
Yes.
And I encourage you, don't let things hold you back from reaching your goals, right?
Right.
Ladies,
Right.
Kevin?
Yes. And when I say fear, you know, I think about that Bible story as David faced Goliath. And everybody said, you can't take Goliath, you're only a boy.
Yes.
And his words were powerful. He said, remember, the battle's not mine.
That's right.
It's the Lord. And as we march forward into who knows what we're going to face in the remainder of 2015,
Yes.
we need to say whose team we're on and the purpose and the calling, and let's move forward. They also say that when a brave man stands up, it gives all men courage. So
That's right.
ladies,
That's
when you
right.
stand up, you're giving others courage to march forward.
Kevin
And-
waves at us on the
yeah, well, I'll
That's
be
right.
praying for you. Y'all
That's
say,
right.
Kevin, go on.
And you know, we're thankful because we have, it's about 10 of us who will be making the jump. Sean Hutchinson, a filmmaker out of Atlanta, Georgia. Our producer of the show, one of our producers, Michael, he'll be taking the jump with us. We have many that are coming along. And so we definitely want you to keep us in prayer. And if
Absolutely.
you would like to be a part of this experience, definitely contact us. I'm sure Kevin may do it on the next time. And we would love to see him come out there with us.
All right, y'all, hold tight. And let's
I
go.
don't see that happen.
But you know, it's been a blessing because Kevin has been a part of so many things from the plays that I've put together. You were in the last production that we did.
was great.
She brought the house down.
His dancing
amazing
skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had those hid for
He's
a
been
while.
on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I love dancing, and you know, I was amazed that I was still able to get up and rock and roll. But you know, we got to get out of our comfort zone. That's what
right.
this
That's what
is
it's all
all about.
about. Yeah.
And if we stay in our comfort zone, what are we going to get accomplished? What
That's
kind-
right.
We've already been saying we need some new faces, some new places, and let's move forward as a team.
You know, it's kind of like a certificate, right? When you go back and you look at your childhood and you have all your certificates and your
Yes.
trophies from all the things that you accomplished, this is going to go right there up on the mantle
Absolutely.
of one of those things that you accomplished. This should be a reminder, you know, after the jump of all the things that you can do because of this certificate
Yes.
that you're going to get when you
But-
jump.
And what does
Absolutely.
God say? I can do all
All
things.
things.
You're pretty
through
good,
Christ.
Jane. Yeah,
And we're
Which
thankful.
strengthens me.
We're
And
so
there's-
thankful for Music City Skydive, and we want to thank our great friend Tiger down there. He has had more than 700 jumps of experience, and so his team are awaiting us, and we're so excited.
I hope
and,
I'm strapped to him.
That's the one you want to
Yes.
go
Yeah,
with.
that's the
Well,
one I
He's
want.
been on it 700 times.
I think
One
he's
more.
had the least amount of the team. There are some that have had like over 1,000 jumps.
Wow.
So he's
Wow,
working
that's
to
amazing.
make his 1,000 jump, but he says he's actually more afraid of a roller coaster than he is jumping out of a
It's just
plane.
amazing to me
It
because
is.
Yeah.
roller coaster, you're more secure. The free fall.
Yeah.
It's
Are you
weird
scared of
to
a
me.
roller coaster?
You know, I've been on one, so I guess I'm not.
We should go take the
anymore.
Treva and Kevin show
On the roller coaster?
on the roller coaster.
Yeah, I'll be saying the same Bible verse. Come on, Lord, help me. It is
That's
too.
what we'll do. We'll
I see you
put
at
the
the
cameras
bottom.
and we'll ride in the front seat, you and I.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow, the
You
front
see the
seat.
face?
We got to get somebody to
He's not
hypnotize
doing
me.
this.
We're gonna get on the demon drop.
Oh, good gracious. Don't even bring that up.
Where is that at?
I don't know.
She's
Oh,
just
okay.
talking about
She
some-
just made it up.
Oh.
But you know, when we do think about the big picture, there's a lot of men and women alike that are facing some business challenges, and they are gripped with fear. And I'll say it again: if you live long enough,
Come on,
you're going to
Kevin.
have some fear come in your life. Whether you
Yes.
get one of those reports that the medical news is not what
Yes.
you wanted to hear, and when you get a family relationship that can't stand. If you don't think you're gripped with fear, you've never faced some of those
Come on.
obstacles in business. You
That's
say,
true.
how are we going to make these payments? Come on.
And you know what? It's going to take you to have some people that's not afraid to jump.
Yes.
That's going to keep you from
Yes.
falling.
Yes, it's
I
good.
like
True.
that.
That's
Well,
really good.
ladies, I want to thank you, Kevin and I. Haven't you enjoyed these
Yes.
guests today, Kevin?
Yes, I love them. They're always a great joy, brings some happiness in
Yes.
others' lives.
And
you.
Jamie has a book that's coming out. She's working on
Yes,
that.
I know.
Give them the name of that book.
The book is called Diamond in the Rough.
That's right.
Yes,
And she's a
because-
leading lady
yes,
doing great
ma'am.
things. And then Lovely is doing amazing things. She's a business person, an entrepreneur, and she has many books to come. So her and Jamie.
go.
We want to thank you so much. Tune in when we come back. Legal Question Corner time.
It's that time. Let's
All
do it.
right. We'll be back right after this.
Queen City College. Your future starts here. We are now enrolling for October classes in our cosmetology and nail tech programs. Positions are available in barbering, cosmetology, nail tech, and aesthetics. Financial aid is available to those who apply. Call today, 866-757-5856, or visit us at queencitycollege.com. Queen City College, the Style Institute.
The Magnificent Men book signing is coming May 31st to the Wilma Rudolph Event Center in Clarksville, Tennessee.
It's going to be an exciting time where lots of these outstanding men's story will be sharing.
That's right. Men from Wes Morgan, Marvin Winans Jr., Joshua Rogers, Dr. Kevin C. Kennedy.
Come on out
And
and be
so
with
many.
us.
Come on out May 31st at the Wilma Rudolph Event Center. Don't you miss it.
We'll look forward to seeing you.
They see your life, its moments, its triumphs, its challenges, and its memories. They are the portals of life, the silent guardians of our hopes, our struggle, and our dreams. They are your windows. Treat them well. Treat them with Made in the Shade. Blinds, shades, shutters, draperies, and more. Call Made in the Shade today at 378-5157 or visit us on the web at clarksvilleblinds.com.
All right, we're back with one of my favorite segments on this show. It's Legal Question Corner time.
Okay, we always like to share. You know, knowledge is power, so
Always.
everybody should listen up. And you never know when this problem is going to come to you, one of your children, one of your neighbors, co-workers. So learn what you can and then share what you learn.
Okay, well, our two guests today, they have a question for you, Attorney Kevin C. Kennedy. So Lovely, please ask Attorney Kennedy one of your questions.
Well, I have a really popular one. It's a traffic violation question.
Come on, you're a bad driver. She's a
So-
wild driver. Go ahead, let's hear it.
Horrible. Don't. Yeah. For real. So, what happens if you get pulled over and the police officer requests to search your car?
Pretty good.
I like
Hello,
that.
come in. You know, first off, no one is immune from getting pulled over. I'm sure that everybody here has had the blue lights go off one time or another, and you'll get a big lump in your throat because we recognize the authority. It's almost intimidating. We pull over, and the police officer says, give me your driver's license, your registration, so you want to cooperate. Now, if he goes further and says, will you give me permission to search your car? Again, I usually would say no. Why? Because under the U.S. Constitution, we have a right not to have an illegal search or seizure. Most of the time, you would say, Treva, or even me, you could say, well, there's nothing in this car that's contraband. But did you know what's in the car? You know, the children could have left something that they shouldn't have.
That's right.
The children could have gotten a knife or something that someone would later say, well, you're carrying an illegal weapon. Or you could have let your husband or another family member drive your car and they let somebody ride and they leave something in your car. And so I've done nothing wrong, then why should I give up a right? And so I would think long and hard. I love a spirit of cooperation, but you know, we have two different agendas.
Yeah.
Our agenda is to protect ourselves. That's why we have the Constitution. And of course, the police's agenda is to find crime and prosecute it.
Okay, is that great for you,
Good
Lovely?
answer.
Okay, now Jamie, what would be your question?
Okay, mine is about parenting plans that are already set in place. And
Yeah.
say one parent had an event come up and they need to change the time a little bit, and the other parent wants to control a little bit with the
Yes.
time and say, well, if you're not here at this time, I'm calling the police.
Yes.
What in that case would you say legally?
Okay, well, first off, in parenting plans, it's a very complicated because it gets down to what does the parenting plan actually say. So a word to the wise, when you actually set the parenting plan in place, think about those contingencies and try to address them. You know, many times those things would be as big as an encyclopedia if you covered every little thing. So again, what we'd like to say is, can we deal with a reasonable, the court asked the question, what would a reasonable, rational person do under these circumstances? And so, you know, we do know it's true that people have car trouble. We do know it's true that you can get on the interstate and there's a wreck and we're jammed up and we really can't make those times. So what I would do is always take the big C, that's caution.
Okay.
And I would make the phone call and try to document and say, this is what we're confronted with. And I really want to tell everybody to have a spirit of cooperation. You will reap what you sow.
What you sow.
So you can say, that says
Right.
7 o'clock, I'm going to stand on 7 o'clock. Well, you can this time, but you just count on it. There's going to come a time you need some relief.
right.
And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And what that really means is, you know, I'm going to try to be good to you, Lovely. You try to be good to me. And of course, we know sometimes people are unreasonable. And so if they have a pattern of being unreasonable,
Yes.
then you can take them to court and say,
Okay.
Judge, this is what we've got. And many times, George said, you know, you have abused your rights and you've misused these rights, and we're going to limit your rights because of your past behavior.
All right, well said, Attorney Kevin C. Kennedy. We want to thank our guests for being on our show today.
Yes.
And for all of our viewers, continue to tune in and on this station for more of the Treva and Kevin Show.
We
Thank
love
you so much.
watching you. Stay in tune.
Yes.
God bless you.